Hey, welcome back. Alright, so let me show you now let's finalize this outsole so that we can move on to other things. So as you see, we got a Rhino model here, and in Rhino, if you click here on the name where it says perspective, you click and drag, you can drag another window, because we are going to use Grasshopper in this session to finish up, but with a different pattern. Right, so the pattern we put somewhere, so here's the pattern. So I'm just going to go here, ZS spacebar or ZS enter, and I'm going to make another pattern because I want something with more control and not as wild. I just prefer things that are simple versus things that are too artistic and you gotta move too many variables. So I'm just gonna hide this one. Let me make sure I'm on the right layer, pattern layer. Okay, so top view for this guy. Okay, so I want full control of the mesh here, and then when I want it to connect, when they connect to the edges, I want them to be able to merge, so I don't have to do cleaning up. Hate doing cleaning up. Alright, so we're going to go to sub-D tools, and then there's a sub-D sphere, which I can't find right now. So I'm just going to tap sub-D sphere. Okay, deploy this guy like that. Okay, so all I want here is, let me go to display and go to sub-D wires. Okay, sub-D wires. Okay, so all I'm interested in here is I'm going to hold Control and Shift and delete these faces because I just want this guy, and I'm going to do this. Okay, so when that doesn't work, go set PT, boom, and then you want it in the Z direction, and then flatten. Just flatten it. It's being annoying. Let me try to get points like this. Okay, that works. So just hold Control Shift and get the point. Okay, so now we got a flat one of these. Let me go back to top view. Oh, and I want this to be, let me go to vertex. Okay, so I want this to be, boom, dead center. Now we go to top. Alright, so now this I can do whatever I want. I can go like that, but I'm going to keep it circle-ish. Okay, so I want it to be a little bigger. And then I'm going to make, I want my pattern to be like that. But obviously, only the things that are in the square can be done. So let me just delete that. Delete that. Don't worry about this. Keep it in box mode so that you don't have to deal with the rounding of the edges here. Okay. Okay. So now I also want to connect. For now I'm just going to turn gumball off because it gets in the way. Gumball T done. I'm going to select these two edges and then you type bridge. Okay. And then this and this and this and this, same thing. And then this. Okay, and we're left with these triangles over here, which I don't think they can bridge, but let's try. Yeah, they can bridge. Okay, so what we have to do here is it's like append face. So I want this to be a quad, so I'm going to click there too, enter. Same thing, boom, 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 enter, boom, 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 enter, and then here. hit escape. You have to finalize it. Okay. Enter, enter. Okay, now it's finalized. Okay. So we don't care about the red anymore. Oh, look, you see this dark line? That means those are not connected. See? So in order to fix that, just get this face, delete it, and then bridge again. Or forget bridge. Or no, don't forget bridge. Try to bridge. Oh, you see something's weird happening. Okay, so let's just bridge here. Okay, and let's do this again. Pin. Boom, 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 boom. Enter, enter. Huh. Why? Why are you being annoying? Let me try this. See, this one doesn't have an edge. But let me see something. If I click this, there's one that is like fill hole. Fill hole. Fill mesh hole. But it needs to be a sub D. There is a sub D. Sub D. Fill. Sub D hole. Let me find it on the up here because I don't know what command is called. Something to do with fill and hole. Fill sub D hole. Okay, so click this and it says select sub D mesh and boundary edges. Okay, but I can't select this stupid boundary. Oh, it works. Still doesn't work. Something fishy here. Let me make sure this is flat. It's flat. Okay, well, there's a million ways to about this. Let me just go to layers for a second. Lock this layer 0 so I don't collect it. Let me just go like this. Select that. Let me just get all of these mirror here, and then when I join, okay, that works. Let me try to adjust a pen face. And face. Boom, boom. Click there, click here, enter, enter. One more time. Click, click. Why is it going over here? Click, 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 enter, enter. Okay, we finally have our thing. Alright, so now that we have this, we don't need this guy. Okay. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna get, and I'm gonna double click here. Okay, beautiful. That. This, and this. This, and this. This, and this, and then back to perspective. Okay, so now I want gumball again, and then I'm gonna move up here like this and hold control. Yeah, Okay, just give it a little. Okay, but these faces, I want this to connect to the repeating geometry, so I don't want those to be there. So now we have our, so you can make any tileable mesh or sub D that connects and make this repeat with our same definition in Grasshopper, which you can redo or get all these files for free. Not for free, for a subscription to the DESMIA Design Club. Alright, it's better than Netflix. You can actually make a living, get to your dream life, instead of watching other people's lives on TV. Alright, now that we got this, we move this here. It's Grasshopper time. Everybody has been waiting for the Grasshopper time. Okay, so this for now we don't need. Let me just turn it off here. These guys, the outsole we don't need. Well, we can keep. Yeah, we don't need the outsole. It's annoying. Okay, and these guys, chord curves, chords. Okay, we don't need, and then notch. Don't need that either. So the only thing we excuse me. Okay, got some kind of cold from. I think of the flu or the cold as a update. You know when your phone receives an update, body receives an update. So stop getting the cold vaccine. Be a man and take it and get stronger. Alright, anyways, do whatever you want. Okay, so this is like this. Let's launch Grasshopper. Where are you at, Grasshopper? Sometimes Grasshopper is like gone. Computer's acting very weird right now. Like nothing, things are freezing. Alright, meanwhile, let me just keep deleting people that I don't know on LinkedIn. Don't know who that is. Remove connection. CEO. Yeah, never heard of this person. Remove. Anyway, did my Grasshopper? Okay, Grasshopper's back. Okay, let's see. So Grasshopper's here. Yeah, none of these. Outsolification. Okay, so here's our Grasshopper. Now, these curves don't need. Delete them. This surface, everything is fine. Okay, so instead of the curve, we're gonna do. Can I do sub D? Let me see. Sub D. Yeah, I can do sub D. Okay, sub D. Cool. So one sub D. Set one sub D. This one. Now, let's see if this works. It does work. Look at that. It's right here. But it's stretched as. We don't want it stretched. So let's see. Oh, but this is slow. And look at how high those are. And hold on. So the sub D, I can make it. I can make it. I think I can make it box mode. Let me see. Reverse, fan, simplify, set one sub D, set multiple sub Ds. Okay. It's not becoming box mode. Well, you know what? Forget sub D. Take this thing. I don't know how to turn it into a mesh right here, but file, export, select it. Desktop is fine. Go to OBJ, and then we'll say pattern. Okay, leave everything alone, save. Okay, now this sub D can hide from it. Now import again, bring that mesh back. Desktop, pattern, okay. And now we got the mesh. Alright, so now we go here, type mesh, boom, set one mesh. It's gonna be faster anyways. Okay, so now we shove the mesh in here. Oh, they're still not connecting. And it's so high. Sugar, how you get so high? Alright, but it doesn't matter because we can do this. See that? Okay. That still looks too high. We can bring it very low. That looks like could be a outsoleable thing. And it takes in the direction and the stretch of the underneath structure. Mi scusi, ladies and gentlemen. It never ends. 3D printing material. Okay, so, but you get my point. Now, what I don't like is why are these annoying things not connecting? Why? When this is a perfect tile. You wanna know why? I don't know why. You see this surface here? That's a cool pattern. Alright, let's see. Okay, snake skin. Oh, and then the pattern is cut, but the surface is cut, so that makes sense. Yeah, but some manual cleanup, not too bad. Well, let's see now. Okay. Oh, you know what? It's gonna take too long to like connect everything. Why am I doing that? Hold on. Let me do something else. I'm gonna do something else. This is what I'm gonna do. Release this mesh for now. Clear? Okay. I'm gonna select these guys. Not these guys. Let me turn gumball again. It's in the way. Okay. So like this, delete. Okay. So like this. Okay. This. What I did in the edge loop, I double click and it selects the whole edge loop. Okay. No, actually, I don't know if I can invert. Never mind. Let me just delete. Oh, I think I can double click because the edge loops. Just stay in the window. Okay. It doesn't matter. There's only two. Okay, delete those. I'm holding Control and Shift, so you know why I'm able to select components or parts of mesh instead of the whole mesh. Okay. I deleted all those. Now this one I can double click to get the whole loop. No? Yes. Okay. So now we can do offset mesh. See that? And then make it as thick as you want. Oh, wait a minute. Offset mesh, but it has to be solid. Solid, yes. Okay, offset mesh. Oh, but it's doing some other tapering. Don't want tapering. Or is it not doing tapering? I think it's doing tapering. some weird. It's being annoying. Okay. Well. Let's do this. Let's bring back the sub D. Here's the sub D. Okay. Yeah. Okay. In the sub D, we can delete these guys again. So. How am I going to do this? Oh no. Keep the mesh. Never mind. Keep this mesh. Okay. Okay, so this mesh, this mess, you can take like this. It's one. Set it here. Set one mesh. Okay. Let me just turn this off. So we got the mesh here. And then sometimes they don't. Okay. So we have the mesh. Some of these guys are stretched, which is okay. But like this guy, too stretched. Okay, that's fine. Alright, so now that we have these things mapped beautifully here, we can bake, pattern, okay. So we're done with your grasshopper for now. Just move it, come back here. Okay, so as you can see, all of these didn't join properly. But don't be too alarmed. Let's try one thing. Let's go. Let's join everything. Join. Okay. They're still messed up. But we can sub-D all of these guys. So we can select all that. We can go to sub-D, turn to sub-D, delete input, and nice. Now they're all sub-D. See that? And they're all beautifully, smoothly connected. Now, these little ones are too little to be used, so just delete them. Anything that's just too crazy, just delete it. Okay, here's another stretchy, annoying one. Bye-bye. Okay. Now we bring our outsole back. Here's our outsole. And these guys are there. And now let's lock our outsole. Let's grab our guys, which are right there. Now we can use the thicken. We can offset from the surface. Where are you? Offset right there. Let's say 1. 1 is nothing. Oh no, it's not nothing. Okay, well. Oh, but some of them, you see, some of them are not on the surface like we need them. So let's just bring the gumball back. Gumball. Alright, you little annoying things, come out here. Okay, well, guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna go back to Modo and slap these things very nicely onto the mesh. So, you know what we're gonna do? All box mode, get all of these. And wait, stop it. Okay, take this and the outsole. Take all of these. File, export, bring it all to just, I don't know, fix. Save. Okay. And then we go to Modo. Get Modo right now. I'm telling you, it's free. And then you keep it forever. Even if they shut down. No updates, but for this one thing that it does, it's the best. It does some things, it's the best. Like all these softwares have to do is just copy these tools. They'll be golden. Like if Rhino implements these things, it'll be the best. Like some of the tools. Since Modo is dead and probably never coming back to life, I looked into buying it. It's too expensive. It doesn't make any sense. Like re-releasing the software, it's so much that it costs 10 times more than what it takes to like do a new software. So I know a lot of people care, love it, whatever, but some people, not all of them, some people over there at those companies are too annoying. Hence why I died. Alright, let's see. File, import. So let me just go straight to OBJ here because I don't want to deal with searching. And then I call it fix. Where are you? Fix. Open. Now make sure this is millimeters, otherwise it's going to be a nightmare. Okay, so here we are. Okay, so it comes in a folder. It's one mesh, but we want it to be multiple meshes. So it's like unmerge mesh, and it's going to unmerge all of these things. But we know that this is one, so we can move that outside, and then we can take these guys back again, and then go click all the way down, hold shift, and then you right click, and then you merge them again. I think you can definitely merge them, but I can't read where it is. Where is the merge? Merge. Okay. So then I like to take this mesh outside here, this mesh outside here, and then all of the bullshit, just delete it. Minus, that's the file. So all of this, camera, whatever, yeah, bye-bye. Yes, I don't care for you. Okay. So now we have a clean thing to work with here. Alright, so yeah, get these guys again. And now we can move them. But we want just the point, so I clicked the vertices. So let me just get all the vertices. So that's definitely all the vertices. And then we want this to say vector. And then we, boom, snap like that. Boom. Now they're perfectly on the surface, except for some annoying ones, which we are going to, as always, manually fix. Okay, well, not too bad. So now in order to manually fix, we go to point, and this one is misbehaving by a lot. We just select all these faces, turn this off for a second, move this back up, why? Okay, and then go back to background, go back to vector, bring this back down, boom. Okay, that cleans that one up. Okay. Yeah, this is way better than doing this whole thing manually. Nothing is totally perfect. I know that you can be in Grasshopper and tinker all day and make this ginormous, you've seen those super disgusting like vomit definitions that are so long and disgusting. I don't do that. It's not my style. Okay, so now we want to fix this. So let's go to point. Okay, we got to point, we're going to fix this, so I'll move these points around, and you guys don't need to like sit here for that. And I'll show you what happens in the next episode. You know, files will come here. You can get everything. You join this DESMIA Design Club. For the millionth time, it's better than Netflix. You can actually make your money, and you can live your own life versus watching other people's lives on TV. So until then, see you next time.